Good day, my name is Muhammad Suyuthi Akhsani Kamil, and today we were talking about common rail diesel injection. So before we talking about common rail diesel injection or CRDI, we talking about demand on modern diesel engine development. The first demand is low fuel consumption. So it is economical demand that we want use small amount of fuel because fuel quantity in the world is getting rare and it's getting expensive. Next is low pollutant emission. Today, the world is getting understand that it is important to keep the environment safe. We can do that by lowering the pollution emission. And also the regulation is forcing us to minimize the emission, such as the IMO. Next is quiet running engines. It is important for ships, especially the passenger ships, because it's influence the comfort of the passengers. Next is improved engine performance. Okay, we want to use small amount of fuel, but at the same time we want to achieve efficient engine and higher performance of the engines. Okay, to solve the demand on modern diesel engine, we can use common rail diesel injection. So common rail diesel injection is a direct fuel injection system built around a high pressure fuel rail feeding solenoid valve. So it is a rail with high pressure that feed the injector. The pressure is about 2000 bars or 29,000 psi, and the fuel is distributed to the injector from high pressure accumulator called the rail. And this rail is fed by high pressure fuel pump, and the pressure in the rail as well as the start and the end of the injection in each cylinder is electronically controlled. So the components of CRDI are electronic control unit or ECU. This component is control how much fuel we need to be injected and when the injection occurs based on information of various sensors. So it's controlling the amount of fuel injection and the timing of the injection. Next is high pressure fuel pump. It's to increase the fuel pressure. Next is common rail. It is to distribute fuel, and the injector is to injecting atomized fuel to the combustion chamber. So the working principle of CRDI is shown in this picture. So first, the fuel in the tank is filtered by the fuel filter and sucked by the high pressure pump. The high pressure pump will increase the pressure of the fuel. This pump is mainly gear type pump. So it's gear type. And then after that, the high pressure pump, this red line, will fit into the rail. So we can see it in the rail, we have rail pressure sensor and PCV or pressure control valve. So if the rail pressure sensor read that the pressure in the rail is above the limit, this reading will send into the control unit, and the control unit will activate the pressure control valve and lower the pressure in the common rail by dumping some fuel. That excess fuel will be returned to the tank. After that, the fuel in the rail will feed to the injector. Then this injector will inject the fuel when the electronic control unit signal to inject. So when the control unit says inject the fuel, and the injector will turn the solenoid valve because the electronic signal, and the fuel will be atomized and injected to the combustion chamber. And the excess fuel from the injector will be returned to the tank. Okay, so what's the difference between the injector and CRDI? So unit injector is a conventional injector. So in unit injector, the injector and the pump is one part. However, in the CRDI system, the injector and the pump is a separate component. Next, in the unit injector, fuel is not kept at constant high pressure before entering the injector. However, in the CRDI, the rail can maintain the fuel pressure at a constant high pressure. Okay, in the conventional unit injector, the injector timing is controlled by camshaft, so it's mechanically controlled. And in CRDI, the injector timing is controlled by ECU, so it's electronically controlled. In unit injector, the injector pressure is different at all loads or RPM because it depends on the engine speed. So when the loads or RPM is low, so injection pressure in unit injector will be low. However, in CRDI, as I said before, the injection pressure is constant, so it will constant at engine load or RPM. So the pressure will constant at all engine load or RPM. Next is engine has to be stopped to set in the injection timing. So when you want to change the timing of the injection in conventional unit injector, you have to stop the engine and manually control the timing. However, in CRDI, you can control the timing while the engine still running. And then the last is in conventional unit injector, the smokeless operation is only during high RPM. So in low RPM, usually when we start the engine, we can see from the exhaust there's a lot of smoke going out from the exhaust because the low RPM and low loads. However, in the CRDI, the smokeless operation can be done in any RPM. So it is good for the environment because we have perfect combustion. And the advantage on disadvantage of CRDI system is for the advantage is we can control the flow according to the load and speed of engine. Next is the system requires only one fuel pump for multiple cylinders compared to conventional injector. Each injector has pump, so it's not efficient. Next is CRDI system is beneficial for the environment as it reduces noise, smokes, and particulate matters. It is because the CRDI system is makes the engine has perfect combustion by balancing the fuel air mixture, so it has perfect combustion. Next, it's give high power output on low RPM because it's control the fuel at low RPM. It's control the combustion at low RPM. And the last is the main advantage of CRDI system is fuel economy. However, the disadvantage is system is complex because it involves two mechanical system and electrical system. Next is the CRDI system cannot suit ordinary engines. Yeah, because it has common rail, so we need more space for the common rail, and the maintenance cost of this system is higher than the others. Yeah, because it's complicated. The system is complicated because the system consists of two systems, electronical system and mechanical system. So it's complicated and it makes higher maintenance cost. Okay, that's all I think that I can share with you. I hope it's give you more knowledge and insight to you. Thank you for watching and see you in the other side. Goodbye.